We're live.
Hello. Bonbini, as they say in the ABC Islands, or in Fintastic Studios, or the Fintastic Cruising Podcast. Welcome, everybody. Cheers.
Yes.
This is that coffee Guinness.
Yum. Cold brew.
Cold brew coffee Guinness.
Yes. Hello, Adam.
Welcome. If you are new, I don't know how many people are even in there yet, but if anybody's out there that's new, we're going to officially start the podcast at 9:00 Eastern time. So we've got about 8 minutes to chat with you all. We might be interacting with, I know we'd say this every week now, we might be interacting with you more than normal.
You should scoot back a little bit.
Should I?
Yeah, because
am
you're
I blurry?
You're just way up there.
Okay. How's that?
I just want you.
Did I look a lot bigger than you?
Yeah.
Perspective? Is it weird perspective?
I just wanted you to be closer to me.
Yes, Adam, check out the shirt.
Dan is on. Hello, Dan.
There's the shirt right there. We'll highlight that again when we start the podcast.
Yes.
So, yes. Hey, Dan. If you are joining us now or in the future, remember to hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed,
if you haven't already subscribed,
then subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. And that way, if you hit the bell, you'll also get notified when new videos come out. And folks, there are new videos coming out. We've been doing these Mardi Gras shorts, and there's going to be some cruise vlogs coming, I think.
I mean, hopefully.
That seems highly likely that there'll be some cruise vlogs.
Like maybe because there's a cruise coming up.
Mm-hmm. It is imminent.
Yes.
As long as we get our results back.
Hello, Stacy.
What we want them to say. So, yes. Is my hat crooked?
I should put my hat on.
Yeah, you did.
I'm not going to do that.
No?
Well, it's in the other room and I'm here. So, I won't do that. I got a hat. So, I don't usually wear hats because my head is really small and most hats eat my head.
I'm squishing your head.
Thanks. Yeah, so we went to the gift shop at the aquarium today and we were walking around and I was like, look how cute this hat is. And I put it on and I was like, it fits. It's a kid's hat, but it fits. So I got myself a new hat.
Somehow that's oddly appropriate.
What? That I got a kid's hat?
Yeah.
You think I'm a kid?
I mean, not really. No, I don't think you're a kid, but sometimes.
I mean, you could be my father.
Okay. All right.
You brought that on yourself.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
Didn't you?
Moving on. I'd had to have been real young.
Do you want to sneak peek this now or you want to wait?
No, let's wait.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll wait. Because we're going to start in just 6 minutes. How's everybody doing tonight? Adam, it's a large. It fits. This large fits me the same way as the Halloween shirt large fits me. So if the Halloween shirt large fits you, this one should also fit you.
Yes.
And it should fit like your other, your past Halloween Fintastic Cruising shirt.
Yeah.
It's actually, I think that was a large that you got. And
I like the V-neck. I think.
Yeah. Kind of nice.
Yeah.
I did order another one of the Halloween shirts that it was a large, but it was like a different style shirt. And that thing was like, it looked like
I think it was a woman's
cartoon.
shirt.
I think so too. I think they sent me they're willing to send me a new shirt or something, but I'm just like, I want to know, like, if other people order that, are they going to get extra small shirts? Because I don't want people to have that issue. So I haven't decided what to do about that yet, but anywho.
I mean, maybe you should say, hey, did they actually send me the right shirt?
Well, I did when I originally
but they obviously didn't
I
respond
know.
to that. So.
Yes, there's been too much going on. I can only deal with so much pressure and stress this week. And there's been plenty of pressure and stress this week leading up to our cruise. There's been a lot. Am I starting to sound like Kirk? There's been a lot of pressure leading up to this cruise. And then I try and do it. I can't do it. All right. Anyway, Adam, yes, if that shirt fits you, this one I feel will fit you as well.
Yes.
And the same, hopefully. We did already wash them too. So,
yeah.
I mean, this shirt is, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good fit for me.
Mine's a little tight. I got a smaller one.
Yeah, you got a medium. I got a large.
Yeah. But I think it still looks okay. Like it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
So what is everyone up to? Tell us about your lives.
When are your cruise countdowns? Except Adam's, we know his is
same as ours.
2 days. I guess you'd say 2 days. Would you say 2 days? My app says 1 day and like a certain amount of hours, but it's a lot of hours.
But we're getting on the ship at 10:30. So at this point, we're at like 1 day and I don't know, 12, 13.
Here's the reality. We have
hours.
We have to get up tomorrow and somehow make it through another day of work. And then I feel like at that point, the cruise kind of starts. Like, I know we won't really, we're not leaving until Saturday morning, but tomorrow night, we got to drive the kids to their babysitters. And then we've got to come and finalize our packing and then any other little ends that we have to tie up. And then we have to somehow try and sleep and then get up at the crack of dawn and drive over to Canaveral.
Yes. Austin's on.
Hey, Austin.
And Stacy says,
speaking of babysitters for our kids.
Oh, yeah. He will be watching one
kids
of them.
Kids being one scaly, one furry. Austin's watching the scaly one for us.
Stacy wants to know if we got our tests.
We did. We did get our tests. We took our tests.
Yes. You might find out about it.
Yes.
Or you probably will because we're going to talk about it.
We're still saying we're going on a cruise. So that's probably
true.
A little bit of a giveaway.
Good point.
I thought about doing some kind of weird, acting all somber and stuff. But
why is my watch buzzing?
But I thought it's just not even funny at this point. So I just decided not to go down that path because there are people out there that maybe didn't get the results they wanted. And I feel for them quite a bit.
Dan is planning a big podcast outing in December.
In Vegas.
Cool.
Yeah. Go check out Dan's podcast, The Unk D Fiasco. And if you can get over to Vegas in December, then you can meet up with him and his producers and other people that listen to the podcast. And Dan, if I were to say, if someone would ask me, what is his podcast about? I would say yes. Because the topics are broad.
Whatever he feels like talking about,
yes,
which is wonderful.
It is. We were on several episodes ago.
Yes.
Dan also produces like 4 podcasts a week, I think. 4 episodes a week, sometimes 3 a day. And we're like lucky if we can get 1 a week.
Right.
It's not that many, but he does produce a lot of podcasts.
We're like, oh, it's suddenly Friday. We have a podcast to do.
So there is that.
Yes. Oh,
okay,
Matt,
it's 9 o'clock. Here we go.
Come with me, we're going on a Fintastic cruise. Pick your destination with news, tips, and reviews. But here is an item you might not have thought of. All of the things under the water. Nature surrounds us with elegant features. You can't go on a cruise and not see the creatures. So let's make some magic, let's get ecstatic. Instantly classic, maybe romantic. The wildlife around you, cinematic on your Fintastic cruise.
Bon Beanie, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Fintastic Cruising. I am Matt.
And I am Kimbra.
And there was a siren right before the music cut out. And I thought, we're gonna come in with a siren blaring, but it went away. Right
what would be great if we came in with like a cruise ship horn.
So, okay, before we even go any further, there's been weird things happening because we work right at the port in Tampa. And, it's been a while. Been a minute since we've heard a cruise ship horn, but it used to be something we'd hear several times a week, especially in the wintertime. And there's been some horns going off that are very reminiscent of cruise ship horns. And we know there's no cruise ship, but we're like, we're good. Whoa, what was that? So,
it's like a very hopeful sound.
It is, but we know
but also a very sad one.
Yeah, we know it's not there. We know it's not there. All right. Well, welcome to the podcast. This podcast, if you're watching it live on YouTube, or if you notice it on YouTube, you may notice it's come out a day early from YouTube. It'll still come out on Sunday as an audio podcast, but that is because we are going on a cruise, and well, we're just too busy to record it tomorrow night because we've got to run animals across to Pinellas County and get them to their sitters, and we didn't know how fast we get back. We're just so we thought tonight would be the night to do it and get it taken care of, to make sure that we get that content out to you. Now, I don't know what's going to happen next week because we will be on the ship.
Right.
So there will probably be a podcast next week, but it may not come out until Sunday or Monday as a video.
I mean, depending on how crazy it is when we come back, we could do it Saturday evening.
We could. I just don't want to build up.
No promises.
I don't want to build up any expectations that we can't fulfill. So yes, but we will let you know. We will give you, notifications and such, and let you know, and we'll see how we feel, how it goes,
we
that
did get
sort
the
of thing.
social media internet package, so
we can't stream YouTube on that.
No, but we can, throw stuff out on Facebook here and there.
We can, and I'm just saying, do it on the ship. I don't know if we would have the bandwidth to do that.
So here's a question.
We could stream it on Facebook.
Well, here's a question. Adam, did you get the internet package? Because we might be able to work something out.
There could be some other technical issues and stuff. So I just I don't know.
He said use mine. So
we'll see.
We'll see.
Hey, look, if a notification pops up on Thursday or Friday that says the podcast is going to be Thursday and Friday, it may be then. But no, I don't want to build up any expectations and then be like, they said they'd do it on Friday, and we'll see what happens.
We'll do a podcast.
And also, how many times have we been to the fortune teller bar that day? Will we be able to do the podcast?
Well, that day is
that a sea day?
A Nassau day.
That's the last. Oh, that's the last.
That's Nassau
night.
Day. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last night of the cruise.
I know.
We might be sad on that day because we know they're going to kick us off the next morning. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about this cruise, though. So first of all, I know that we're going to say this, and people that don't have a cruise booked for months or years are going to be like, whatever. Yeah, you've got problems. But for those of you who are set to go on a cruise in the next few weeks or even months, there's a lot of stress going on cruises right now because there's so many added things. Like, first of all, we're cruising during the Jason months, and really the Jason months are the hurricane months. And in my experience living in Florida, J is not really the big problem. It's A and S and O. Those are the big problems for hurricanes. And that's when 3 of our cruises are. So, right now we're watching Fred, which is not going to be anything. I'm not worried at all about Fred, but there's something behind it. And I'm not worried. I'm not that worried about it, to be honest with you, but it is something we're watching. Normally that would be the peak of the stress for this cruise. Would be like, oh, is this tropical depression going to cause rain? And no, it's going to be fine. But in this case, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I know you should never mention icebergs in a cruise conversation, but
we're not going to be in the cold.
But in this year, an iceberg's like, meh. Yeah. So we've also got other stressors. So there's the stressor of, could we get off of work? Well, that one we handled a while back, but
while back. I mean, we just booked this cruise, man.
Like a month ago.
This cruise?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago.
No. We booked this last week.
Was it last week? No,
yes,
it was a week
because Edie was off.
Oh, okay. All right. So
we booked this last Wednesday.
Was it just last Wednesday?
Yeah.
I thought it was a Wednesday before that or something. Thought it was anyway.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, I was going to say it's been more than a week.
It's been a week and a half.
Yeah. So anyway, but we were very delightfully surprised, stunned really, that we were able to take this time off and go on this cruise. So there was that normal stress of, will we get the time off? And when it was expedited. And then there's, of course, this minor thing called a pandemic that's been plaguing us, dare I say, pun intended, for the
changing
last
rules daily
2 years almost now, or whatever it is. So and things have changed rapidly. And so we were already nervous, we're vaccinated, but still, you just never know. Am I going to feel sick? I'm around people that are unvaccinated at work, and I don't know. But then we find out that we have to get tested before the cruise, and it has to be 3 days before the cruise. Well, what does that mean? Does that mean Wednesday's okay, Thursday's okay? So we got to make appointments, and it's hard to make an appointment. Like, I had to get tested a few weeks ago because I wasn't feeling well, and I just wanted to make sure I didn't have it. I didn't, but it was hard to get a test then, and I wasn't even as worried about it. So we made appointments. Fortunately for us, we were able to make appointments with CVS.
Yes.
And we did that like last week, I think.
As soon as they put out that we had to get tested,
right?
We jumped on and figured out where we could get it done.
Right. So
we made our appointments.
So we did that, and but then we're watching people. We're in a Facebook group, which I don't know if anybody joined us. We said, hey, come on over and hang out with us. We're in a Facebook group for this cruise. If anybody is, welcome. We'll see you on board. And we should show our shirts. But okay, so people in that group were like, some of them made appointments, not that many, but some of them made appointments, and they got canceled like today and yesterday. And we're like, oh crap, what if it gets canceled and we can't get a test? Like, that's terrifying. Like, not only are we worried that we'll get a false positive or that we could actually be positive, even though, we feel fine, we've been very careful. But then it's like, can we even get the test? So today is the day we had to get the test. So we made the appointment. It was for what, 6:30? 6 and 6:15.
6:20 and 6:35.
Okay, 6. Anyway,
it doesn't matter.
So we get a text this morning. Well, we got a text yesterday, I think, confirming 24 hours away. We got a text confirming our appointments. That helped a little bit. And then this morning we got text that said, basically, you can come in anytime between now and 1 p.m. We're like, well, our appointment's for 6 something. Or you can come in anytime after 2:40 up until your appointment. If you're not there 5 minutes after your appointment, it'll be canceled. Okay, well, this seems like good news, right? So we couldn't leave work early. We couldn't do that. So we waited, just like we had planned. We waited. We got off work. We were going to come home, eat, and then go to get our tests because there would have been time. But since we could come in after 2:40, we're like, well, we're just going straight to the CVS. We're not messing around. So the text said, you go into CVS, you park in a space, you don't go in, you text your code for your appointment, and you text arrived, and then you await instructions. And it sounded like they were going to come out to the car and, do the whole swab in the nose and all that junk. So we get there. Well, I get the idea. I'm like, well, why don't we go get some drive-through food, and then we can sit in the car and eat, and we can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone because we have a lot we had to get done tonight.
Although I don't think we should ever knock out 2 birds.
It depends on the bird. But anyway, so we do that. We get to Walgreens, CVS. By Walgreens, I mean CVS. We get to CVS, and we text, this is how desperate we are. We're in the drive-through ordering. We've already typed arrived and put our code in there. We just haven't hit send yet, right? Because we went to McDonald's. So McDonald's is here. CVS is just go out on the 301 and get in there. So we pull in the parking lot immediately. Boom, send, go, yes, go. So we get a text back. I'm digging into like my first French fry, and it says, come on in and go to the left, and the door's open. It was kind of creepy,
it was a
really.
Little weird.
It was strange. It was like when you see the kangaroo on the side of the road with the rat shawl. I don't know. Anyway, so we go inside, and we go to the health clinic, which is to the left, sort of. And there's a lady sitting there who was wearing kind of a nurse-looking shirt, and she's just staring at us. She didn't say anything to us. And then there's several doors which are slightly ajar. And we're just looking around like, what do we do? And we're looking at the lady, and she's looking at us like kind of. And then a gentleman comes out, opens the door, and he's like, what did he say? Are you here for your appointment? Or
here
something?
For your test.
Here for your test. And, Kimber's like, yes. So he's like, come back. And then the lady's like, whoa. And we're like, oh, she must work here, and she doesn't want us to go in at the same time. No, she was there for some other reason. and she was waiting for her appointment. Well, she didn't have an appointment.
She said she had an appointment at 5.
Oh, she had an appointment, but not for COVID testing.
No, just an appointment.
Just an appointment. So we're like, oh no, we're together because we don't know what's going on. And the nurse practitioner is like, are you here for a COVID test? And she's like, no. She's like, these are COVID tests. Like, boom, shut up, lady. Anyway.
He was nice.
He was nice. She was kind of rude,
yeah.
which, you know, I get it. Like she thought we came in and butted in front of her, whatever. We didn't. So take a chill. So, so Kimbra goes into the room, like I'm right there. Well, really just into the doorway.
Yeah, just the doorway.
Ask for ID, ask for insurance card. This is totally free. Okay, totally free test. She sticks a swab up her nose, puts it in the bin, boop, done. I do the same thing, boop, done. This whole process is like 5 minutes. Okay. And then the guy's like, all right, well, your test results will be done in the next 25 minutes. I'll call you. And I was like, hey, we need documentation. We're going on a cruise. It's got to have, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, you're fine. You're fine. Within 2 hours, you will get the results. They'll be in a PDF. You got to log in to the CVS website, app, whatever. Okay, cool.
You'll have everything.
So we're like, cool. Thank you. That was it. So we go home. We finish eating our dinner. By the time we were done eating.
Were we even done eating?
We weren't even done. No, before we were done eating.
Yeah.
He called us and said, we are negative. Normally, I try and be a positive person, but in this case, I am totally positive that I want to be negative. So we're negative. So we're like, woo, yes. I mean, and then of course we're like, well, we knew we were negative.
Yeah,
I mean,
no worries.
We wear masks. We're vaccinated. We're very careful. We socially distance. We follow the rules. Like we are careful, but still, you know, we were worried about it because we're human. So we're negative, and we're like, we got so then we waited, and then within probably an hour and a half, I was on the app, like, and I saw the thing pop up, and then I got a text, and the text takes you to a PDF. And so now I've got it saved in like 5 different places, and we're going to print it out tomorrow because the printer wouldn't work at home. Anyway, we're going on a cruise.
We're going on a cruise.
That whole story is to tell you that we're going on a cruise.
It's happening.
Finally.
It's official.
It's been like 530 some odd days since we've been on a cruise.
Just too many.
Too many days. And now that is coming to an end. But yeah, if you are cruising right now, like, it's a little stressful because, you know, you don't know what's going to happen with the weather, with COVID stuff. Things change. Are the ports going to let you out? You know, what's the mask policy going to be? All that stuff is stressful, but I feel like the bulk of the stress is now behind us. Now we still have to get on the ship and everything, but I feel pretty confident and comfortable now because cruises are going out. There have been some people testing positive, but it's been okay. It's been all right. You know, kids went back to school. There's a lot higher percentage of kids testing positive right now in school and teachers than there are people on cruise ships. Like the percentages, I haven't done the math, so maybe I shouldn't say that, but I feel like I looked at the numbers today in our local county schools and it was scary. But on the cruise ships, you know, it seems like it's going pretty good. So I feel, knock on wood, I don't have any wood around me, but knock on wood, pretty confident about that. So yeah. But yeah, so that's been our, well, that wasn't the end of the stress though, because Kimbra also got some Carnival gift cards.
Oh goodness.
So she got those because we earned points through our health insurance company by exercising and stuff. And then she was able to trade those in for Amazon gift cards. And then we were able to take those Amazon gift cards and buy Carnival gift cards. And then we had the Carnival gift cards mailed to us. So we got them, last week?
Yeah, last week.
And then she was going to put them in, and we were like, you know what? Let's wait.
Make sure we're negative. Just
in case we test positive or something happens. And that's just less things we have to worry about getting back or whatever. So as soon as we got the negative, she's like, I'm going to go put these in right now. And what happened?
Well, so we decided to do cruise cash Is that what it's called? Cruise cash?
Cruise cash, yeah.
So that we just had the money there so that like at the end of our cruise, we didn't have to go to guest services and pay for it with the gift cards. I just wanted to have it there. It's a couple $100.
$200.
Yeah, 200. So we're like gift cards.
That's a few drinks, right?
Yeah. So we're like, we'll focus on this $200. We'll cover a good chunk of the drinks that we get. This is great. I'll just do cruise cash. So I go on and I add $200 gift cards or $200 cruise cash things, whatever. I put in the first gift card and it goes in. Great. I put in the second gift card and it goes in. Great. I hit the place order button and it goes error. Something happened, whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's really annoying. So I restart it. So then I go in and I put the first gift card in. Great. It went in. I put the second one in and it said, your balance is $0 on this. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I haven't even used it. So then I'm like, well, now what? There's no phone number on the back of the gift card. So I get on the Googles and I search for it and I get a phone number. So I call and the guy answers and I say, this is my situation. And he asked for the card number and I gave it to him and he said, yes, it looks like it was used 9 minutes ago. There's a $0 balance. And I'm like, yes, I literally just did this. He said, let me transfer you to guest services or customer service. And I'm like, great. So I sit on the hold for 20 minutes?
Probably at least 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was a bit.
A guy eventually comes on. I talk to him, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, was there even a balance on there to start with? And I'm like, yes, it worked. And then it broke. And we went back and forth and then he put me on hold again. Basically, this was like at least an hour-long process. I still don't have that second $100. He said he's going to call me back tomorrow. He's got to find out if there was a balance initially. And I'm like, dude, there was a balance. I know he can't take my word for it, but still.
He was very nice.
He was very nice, but I'm like,
and I feel confident that he's going to.
Yeah, but he's like, yeah, I've got to do this and blah blah blah. And I'm like, just curious, how long might this take? And he said, well, it could take 24 hours. I'm going to know. This cruise is Saturday. I need this to happen now. So he said he's going to call me back tomorrow and let me know. Hopefully it gets taken care of. Otherwise, we only have $100 in cruise cash and they better get it fixed for the next one.
Yeah, I was going to say they can make it right for the next one or something like that. I see Dave Whiting of Dave and Brandy is asking if we are selling any versions of these shirts. We weren't planning on it because it does say
the date,
the 14th to the 21st. But Dave, if you want a shirt, I can modify. I can modify it and make that happen for you. Just shoot me a text or something, and we'll get that taken care of if you're interested in that. Or anybody else out there, if you're going on the Mardi Gras and you like the Fintastic Cruising, Matt's art Mardi Gras shirt.
There is no Fintastic Cruising on there.
No, this is just says Mardi Gras, but it's my artwork. So if you're interested in that,
so since we're talking about
shirts,
you wanna talk about the other one?
So we had this shirt made, and then we were like, we have this thing called a cricket, and we could make a shirt like a really cool Mardi Gras shirt with the cricket.
We also weren't 100% sure that this shirt was going to make it here.
That's true.
Time.
It was kind of close because the delivery date was like sometime between this Friday and Monday. And we're like, well, that's a small window of success. But Teespring, which is where this is from, usually they deliver earlier than they say they will. So I've already gone down that path before and been like, yeah, and then it shows up.
Yes.
But we weren't sure. And we wanted to make sure we had at least one Mardi Gras shirt to wear on the cruise. So we came up with a plan. And this was the plan. Check out this baby.
Yeah.
Look at that. Sparkly glitter Mardi Gras colors. This is, I like this shirt that we had printed.
But this one's really cool.
This is cool. Like this is Mardi Gras, right? This is like definitely
sparkly,
a
glittery.
Mardi Gras shirt.
It's the logo. Yeah.
So we're making those too.
Yeah, so we're gonna have 2 Mardi Gras shirts.
My thing just crashed over here. Looks like, see if we're still on with you. Well,
I'm still showing over here.
Yeah.
Are we still on?
I'm gonna type it in here. Whoa, what's going on here.
Yeah. So Ian says it's a bit too blingy. I love the sparkles.
It's asking me to log in. That's interesting.
Something
I'm just on the wrong thing.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good. Sorry about that. Hang in there. So yeah, so we got this shirt. Those will not be available for sale because I'm probably going to pop up
It's
on there
okay.
as an extra
No, you're
person
not.
for a second.
I got rid of you
Oh,
real
cool.
fast.
Okay. But because those take a lot of work. Like each piece, if you use a Cricut, each piece has to be cut out and placed on and ironed on and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah.
So
that was fun.
So yeah, so that was fun. But now we've got shirts, we've got our cruise, we're ready to go.
Got our negative tests.
Yeah. So we're pretty.
We've got, if you can see behind us, we've got a pile of stuff that we still need to pack.
That's just tech stuff, really. Our clothes are packed, and some of our toiletries are not, but most of them are packed.
Yeah.
We've got like all of our, like my Vegemite is packed. I've got my Vegemite packed, and everything except for the tech stuff, because some of it we're using right now,
right?
And some of it, we'll use at the last minute.
So after this,
all that's going in the
pack it up.
Yeah, we'll pack some up tonight, maybe, or that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. It's just going over our list. That's a thing you should do if you're going on a cruise. Make a checklist and double check it. It'll make you feel more confident and comfortable once you leave your house to go to the cruise, because you'll have double checked that you have everything, because of course we have to have not only our normal cruise paperwork and our passports, but we also have to have our COVID test now as well.
And our vaccine cards.
So, it's a lot. It's a lot.
And if we forget any of it, we're in big trouble.
Some of it, we're just SOL.
Yeah. So
that's not good.
Right.
We're about 2 hours away from Canaveral. So we thought about getting a hotel, but we're like, we don't need to do that. We're going to get up. We're scheduled to get on the ship at 10:30 in the morning. So we're going to get up at like 7.
We're going to get up at 7, or we're leaving at 7?
We'll probably leave at 7.
Yeah.
It's not like we're going to sleep tomorrow night. So, and then we'll leave at 7. We'll get over there by 9. We'll have plenty of time if something happens, car troubles or whatever, traffic.
We'll have plenty of time.
We'll
call Adam,
ask him
to come pick us up.
Yep. Yeah, I know. So we've got Ian from the Uber Cruisers here, and I'm sorry, Ian, because he's made a comment about he's not able to go on a cruise. I am sorry about that. But he's like, in Australian cruises, the ships have Vegemite readily available. Yeah, not in the U.S. So I have to bring my own.
Because it doesn't taste good.
Curse you. Curse those words. Wow. Man. No, geez. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this cruise. We are really looking forward to this ship, the Mardi Gras. We've been watching all the vlogs, lots of vlogs coming out, lots of great video footage on the Mardi Gras. Our favorites, Para DJ, putting out some amazing vlogs. Check out Para DJ, but so many good Mardi Gras vlogs going on right now. And so we are totally stoked for this ship. And
yes.
I think, I don't know, what are you looking most forward to on the Mardi Gras?
The fortune teller bar.
Yeah, that is high on my list. I'm looking forward to the ship layout and size.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to our cruise director, the Flying Scotsman.
Yes. I'm really excited.
I think he's going to be my favorite cruise.
The infinity pool on the back on, I think it's deck 8.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just
catching up.
I'm just catching up. Yes. Yes. Yeah, there's some cool pools and stuff on there and cool spaces.
This is, obviously this is a big ship, but this is like by far the biggest ship I've ever been on.
Me too. Really. Yeah. Because I've not been on the Oasis class ships. I haven't been on the big Norwegian ships.
You've still been on bigger ships than me.
I haven't been on the MS. Yeah, but the biggest I've been on is Vista. And Vista is big for a Carnival ship before this, but I feel like it's not really that big compared to this ship.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, so the fortune teller bar, can we bring up, I meant to get the drinks on here.
Can
we bring up the drinks so we could just look at those?
For you and I to look at, or for them?
To look at. Can we just like do a screen share or something? I forgot. I got some other stuff to show you guys. And if you're listening in, we're going to describe these drinks. The fortune teller bar just seems really, really cool because it's just got some theming of this sort of mystical fortune teller, New Orleans feel. And although, I'm very not into mystical stuff in reality, but I do like it as part of my fantasy life. So I do enjoy that aspect of it quite a bit. And I'm looking forward to partaking in what to me almost seems like a Renaissance festival type of environment.
This does not look like what it looks like on my phone.
No?
Well,
I'm trying to pull up that's
not really ideal because that's really small.
Well, see what it looks like.
Start here?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, Dan says vlog it if we can. We'll do.
Oh yeah, we'll vlog it.
Absolutely.
And so one of our good friends, Brian, who goes by BF Fielder, I want to say Fiedler.
BF Fielder.
Fiedler was the quarterback at the Dolphins after Dan Marino left. But yes, and what's his Facebook group?
He's got BF Cruise.
BF Cruise, and he's been posting like lives from there, and he's got some good videos.
Lots of good stuff
of the drinks. But here's one. So it's the Bohemian Treat, and let's see if I can't read that, but
I can try and bring it up.
Read it on there.
Oh, here. Look, I can look here. Haha. A decadent and risque endeavor.
What's it got in it?
Evangeline's pralines and cream liqueur. Absolute vodka and chocolate.
So I like most of those ingredients there. Now, the cool thing though is a lot of these drinks have it's more about the presentation. It's more about the look of the drink, how they prepare it. That's the part that's sort of the fun, magical part with these drinks. What's the next one on there?
Next is Absinthe Minded.
Now, I am a fan of absinthe. I'm a big fan of absinthe. So what does this one got?
It says Dance of the Green Fairy.
Oh.
Pernod Absinthe, Bombay Sapphire Gin, Bayou Satsuma Liqueur.
Don't know what that is.
Lillet.
Don't know what that is.
Lemon. Reagan's Orange Bitters No. 6.
Okay. But I'm willing to try anything that's got absinthe because that's one of my favorite drinks at the Alchemy Bar. Has the absinthe. That's where I discovered my love of absinthe. But I like black licorice, so it makes sense that I would like absinthe.
Yes. Next, this is the one I'm excited. I mean, one of the ones I'm really excited about. This is Venus Rising, Love in Flux, Absolute Citron, Saint Germain, Cranberry, Lemon, and Hibiscus. So,
and there's two ingredients that are exciting in that drink to me.
Saint Germain.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
It's like your bourbon.
And I really like hibiscus.
Hibiscus tea is always really good.
Hibiscus everything.
So that sounds like it's going to be pretty fragrant.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm excited for that one. And then we have Lime in the Coconut, Witch Doctor's Recipe.
Pick them both up?
Yes. Bacardi Ocho, Flor de Caña, 4-year rum, caramelized pineapple, lime, coconut, lime foam.
So I'm in favor of all those things. I think one of them I don't know what it is, but that sounds pretty interesting to me. I'm going to be singing the song every time I would drink that, though, which I won't sing now because it's already in your head if you know the song. Everybody knows that song. All right, what's the next one?
The Golden Galaxy.
We've seen this drink.
This one looks cool. Yeah, Swirl Around the Cosmos. Absolute vodka, absolute vanilla vodka, Kahlua, and gold.
So, yeah, I mean, and it looks like it's got gold swirling around in it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. There's a YouTube channel we watch called How to Drink. It's a really good YouTube channel. And the guy makes all these drinks, and some of them he makes are themed. Like he's done Harry Potter drinks and Star Wars drinks and
Star Trek,
Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster and all kinds of cool stuff. And he's done some drinks with like the kind of gold swirly. And it's neat looking.
Yeah.
I don't know how it tastes, but it's neat looking.
We have the Third Eye. It says Gaze Beyond Sight. Spiced Buffalo Trace Bourbon, Filthy Black Cherry Syrup, Lemon, Agave Nectar, and Aquafaba.
So I think Brian had this one and said it was good. And there's some stuff. I mean, it's got bourbon. So right there, you've got me. Black cherry syrup is intriguing. You know, I'm all for that one too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to try all these drinks, but together
we'll try most of them.
We may try a good percentage of them. Yes.
Bog Juice, Teeming Spawning Brew, Absolute Vodka, Passion Fruit, Kiwi, Pineapple, Lemon, and Sierra Mist. I'm not real excited about this one.
I mean, I'm not a big vodka fan.
Yeah.
But
that's what it is. It's vodka, fruit, and Sierra Mist.
So here's the thing. It's got the drawing here, it's got the little balls in there that remind me of the like the boba. The boba or the fishy green ale at Harry Potter.
Yeah, which is like the poppy.
And I really like that.
Yeah.
Textile.
If they have those.
Tactile feel. So that could sway me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Then we have Air of Mystery.
Ooh.
Ascend and Float Away. Bulldog Gin, Creme de Violet, Lemon, and Air.
And air. How many calories does air have? I wonder.
None. I'm excited. I'd like to try that one.
Is it light? I feel like J or D had that. I think we saw that one. It was like a fluffy
maybe
thing. It looked interesting. I don't remember if they said that they liked it or not.
I don't know. Let's see. And then we have La Botanique.
La Botanique.
Steeped in Swamp Magic.
Okay.
Infused Flor de Caña 4-year rum.
Okay.
Blood orange. Tropical juices. Angostura
bitters.
And ginger beer.
Okay, I'm in favor of most of those. I'm not a big fan of blood orange because it's like kind of like a grapefruity thing, but mixed in with those other things, it might be all right. And I like those other things. Is that the last one there? Is there more?
I don't know. I clicked on it too fast to know. No, it's not. There's at least a couple more.
Okay.
The Bayou Smoke, from the deepest Louisiana backwaters. Remy Martin, 1738 cognac. Spiced peach, shrub. Bayou Satsuma liqueur. Reagan's Orange Bitters, number 6.
Okay. So that could be interesting.
Yes.
I'm not very familiar with cognac, but I know it's a popular thing.
Then we have New Moon, Black as Midnight on a Moonless Night.
Brian had this one too, and I think he liked this one.
Crayente Mezcal, Cranberry, Lime, Activated Charcoal, Reagan's Orange Bitters, number 6.
What is the activated charcoal? That just makes me think I'm cleaning a fish filter.
I don't know. I'm real curious about that one.
Okay. All right.
The Abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
Enchanted with Butterfly Dust, a metamorphosis of color.
So it's gonna change colors right before your eyes.
Yes. This is Bacardi Superior and pineapple and lime.
Adam says the New Moon looks bad. And this is the one that everybody is talking about. The crystal ball.
Yes. As the future is clouded by hazy visions of the past. What is that? Herradura Silver Tequila, Green Chartreuse, Agave Nectar, and Lime.
It's like a margarita, basically, is what it sounds like. But it's got this cool bubble that's
smoke.
That's in, then it pops and it's yes. Brian did a slow-mo of that, and I'm gonna totally copy off that, do a slow-mo video of that probably, if we can pull it off. But so that is an interesting place, and I am looking forward to that quite a bit when we go down there. Now we're going to 3 ports on this cruise: Amber Cove, San Juan, and Nassau. So I just wanted to touch on some of those. Let's start with. So Amber Cove, I don't really have much about Amber Cove. Here's what I will say. We're going to throw a cruise tip at you. And if you watched our short tonight, it's the same one we did in our short, which is basically if you're going to a port where you're going to be exploring on your own and you need a map, but you don't have Wi-Fi and you don't have cell service, one way to get around that is if you have Google Maps, you can pre-download maps of areas and then you can use it offline. So I've pre-downloaded a map of not Dominican Republic, because we're not going to be walking around Dominican Republic, but of Nassau and of San Juan. So I don't really know why I brought it up during Amber Cove, except that I have nothing else to say about Amber Cove. But it's a good cruise tip, and it can help you out. So that's kind of cool. Now we're going to go to San Juan, and there are really two things that are objectives in San Juan, and one of them is
Umbrella Street.
Umbrella Street, which Paradj was there last week, and it wasn't set up with umbrellas. They had like some flag thing with the Olympics. It was underwhelming, to be honest. And I'm hoping the umbrellas are back, because the umbrellas are cool.
And that's what I want to see.
Yes. And we're bringing, I did download the map, but we're bringing Adam along with us.
Yes, he's going to be our personal
and Adam
San Juan guy.
Claims to know San Juan very well, and I believe he does, because he's been there a lot. So he's gonna guide us around. He's gonna show us stuff that maybe we wouldn't be able to find on our own. So definitely look for those vlogs, because we may see some really cool stuff. One of the things that we're going to do, besides hopefully seeing the Umbrella Street, well, I mean, we'll see it. Whether it has umbrellas remains to be seen. And whether it's raining while we're there remains to be seen. But San Juan, or Puerto Rico in general, but San Juan specifically, is known as the birthplace of the pina colada. Do you like pina coladas?
Getting lost in the rain.
Yeah, taking walks in the rain.
Oh.
Getting lost in the rain.
Whatever.
Do you like getting lost in the rain? Anyway, there are different versions of how the pina colada came to be, and I've got something to illustrate that, a little thing about that. So basically, there are three people that claim to have sort of invented the pina colada, and two of them worked at the Hilton there, the Caribe Hilton. This was around 1952. So there's two bartenders and one of them has been recognized, I think, by Puerto Rico as inventing the pina colada. But there is also a restaurant there, which is called, where is it? Because I can't remember the name of it. Yeah. Somebody type it in. Oh, Barricina, which I've been to, and they claim that they came up with the pina colada in 1963. Now, this article says there may be a little bit of truth between all those, and maybe the naming happened at Barricina. I don't know. Here's what I can tell you, though. I had a pina colada at Barricina's. It was good. Now, I like pina coladas. They're okay. This was not a pina colada like I'd ever had before. This was a totally different creature, and it was amazing. It was creamier. It was, I don't know. It was better. Maybe I was just caught up in the atmosphere. Maybe I was just taken aback by being in San Juan, drinking a pina colada at this historical restaurant. I don't know, but I can tell you it was amazing. So I really want to get another pina colada at Barricina's. And now she doesn't like coconut, but she's going to try.
I'll try yours.
She'll try mine. And then if she likes it, she'll get one, and I'll take back the amount she tried.
Is that what's going to happen?
So San Juan is a pretty interesting place. Now, San Juan has a lot of history, and I know one of the things Adam has talked about doing is taking us to some forts, and there's like sort of old remnants of the fort around Old San Juan, which is basically right where the cruise ships go. It's a really interesting port, and one of the few that I feel like is really just unique to that particular place. Like, you go to Roatan, Honduras, Cozumel, Mexico, Grand Turk, and those areas are amazing and beautiful, but the ports themselves, they all look like the same thing. It's like going to a shopping mall. Every shopping mall in the United States looks the same now, except with very few exceptions. That's not San Juan. You put me in San Juan, don't tell me where I'm at, I'm going to immediately know I'm in San Juan. It's just very, unique and very much San Juan. So that, and to me, that's really cool. I really like that. So I'm looking forward to getting to San Juan. Now, we're also going to Nassau, which is the bane of many people's existence when it comes to cruise ports. And I think that Tommy Casabona is right when he says Nassau is very underrated. I think there's a lot to do in Nassau. You just have to find it. I know it's not my favorite port, but it's not my least favorite port. I'm
sorry. I'm going to interrupt you real quick.
Go ahead.
I just want to say that San Juan is the port that I'm most excited to go to.
I think that probably is the one you should be the most excited about.
Sorry. I know you're talking about Nassau now, but I couldn't say it.
That's okay. No, you just got to interrupt me. That's how this works. So, but yeah, I mean, so Nassau, you got to like set your expectations, but I would rather go to Nassau twice than go to Amber Cove, because unless I was doing like an excursion to Amber Cove, which there's not that many options that I want to do, there's more stuff that I want to do in Nassau, to be fair. But if you're like a person that likes just the big swimming pool and stuff, then obviously you're going to prefer Amber Cove. To each their own. But Nassau has some cool stuff. So we're going to try and go to this place called Junkanoo Beach. We're going to snorkel it. We're going to let you know what that's like. Is it worth your time? We've heard a lot of people say it's horrible, it's garbage to snorkel there, but we've seen several videos that seem to contradict that strongly. And, you know, a video is worth 1,000 words per frame, and that's a lot of frames. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see.
At least we'll be getting in the water.
Yes, it's the only place we're going to get in the water, which normally I would be bummed about. But since I haven't cruised in over 500 days, and since it's the Mardi Gras, and since I've got more cruises coming down the pipe, I'm okay with it this time.
Yeah. I mean, this cruise was primarily booked for the ship. I mean,
absolutely.
Actually, it was, because I didn't even know where we were going when I booked it.
And I'm a port guy. Everybody that watches me knows that I'm a port person first. But yeah, in this case, this cruise, I am a ship person, which is unusual for me. But I am definitely a ship person for the Mardi Gras. So I'm excited. I don't care if it rains. I don't care if we don't make it to any ports. I'm still going to be really excited and happy about this cruise. So, but there's also some other things to do in Nassau. So one of the things that I've done before is gone to a place called John Watling's, which is a rum distillery, and you can go there. It's walkable. You can do a free tour. That's right. A free tour with free samples. Yes. And you can also purchase some drinks. They have rum. These are the 4 types of rums that they have had, and this is what they have on their website right now. This is for U.S. purchases, which I didn't think you could even do, but one of them it says is out of stock. But anyway, they have the silver rum. I think it's a silver rum, a pale rum, which is, you know, it's the rum you mix into a pina colada, basically. Then they've got the amber rum, which is a pretty good rum, and I've enjoyed that quite a bit. The next one down, that Buena Vista Rum, I don't remember that one. I think I only remember 3 rums. Maybe I just forgot. So I don't know what that one. It says bourbon barrels though. Yeah, I don't think they had that one the last time I was there, because it says something about being in bourbon barrels. And there is another one, which is the single barrel rum. And that one they did have, and that one is amazing. It is amazing, but it's also like, it says it's $120 here. It was over $100 when I was there. And Roy Schaus and I almost went in on a bottle, but at the time he lived in Mississippi, and we're like, this isn't going to work. So, you know, long distance relationships don't work when it's rum, but I'm very intrigued by that other bottle. You know, so that's a good thing to do. If you like rum, it's definitely cool. Just smelling the rum barrel is worth the trip right there. There's also a brewery, which is really close, like a craft brewing place, really close to the ship. And it is open. Both of these places are open from everything I can tell. There are a lot of places not open in Nassau, but these are open. This is called Pirates. I thought I had the name in there because I forgot it. Pirates. I wrote it down so I would not forget.
I can't read the website on there.
Pirate Republic Brewing Company. Pirate Republic Brewing Company. And these are their their normal selections of beers. There's the Take No Quarter, which is an IPA, the Island Pirate Ale, the Long John Pilsner. I mean, come on. That's a cool name, right? The Golden Haze of Piracy. I love the names. Even if the beer tastes like rubbish, the names, and it doesn't. I've had the beer. It's good. And Blackbeard Stout. Now, here's what I can tell you. I've tried, I believe, at least 3 of these. I don't like IPAs. So don't go by my opinion. If you like IPAs, don't listen to my opinion of IPAs because I don't like them. But I love stouts, and I like the Gold Haze. I think, if I remember, is kind of a wheat beer, if I recall, on that one. I don't know if it says, Belgian wheat. Yes. And that one was good. I don't remember the Pilsner, but I remember the stout being good. They also have seasonal beers. And one of them they had when I was there was it was a stout, I believe, or a porter that was aged in, I want to say, rum barrels or maybe whiskey barrels. I don't know. It was a really strong, like 11% beer, but it was a really good beer. If you like that sort of thing, it was really good, really good. So, yes, lots of alcohol on this cruise. I don't usually drink much alcohol on a cruise, but I'm
excited to drink on this
all
cruise.
About alcohol, apparently. So that's what we're doing in Nassau, and I think it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. Lots of fun to be had.
I'm excited.
I am too. Let me go back to the comments here. Adam says he'll do the brewery with us, so that's good. Dave and Brandy say John Watling's so good. Yep, they've been there. I am a beer person. I don't know if Ian said, I thought you were a beer person. I used to be more of a beer person. I'm more of a bourbon and rum person these days, but I do still like beers, but I'm a stout porter guy. That made it sound like a description of my body. That's not what I meant. I like stouts and I like porters. Those are my favorites. I will try other things for sure. I like ciders quite a bit as well, but if you're like, Matt, what's your favorite beer? I'm going to say stouts and porters, like hands down, easy decision for me right there. So, that's our cruise.
Yeah. We'll probably tell you more about it after we've done it.
There's probably going to be a lot about this cruise
probably
coming up in future podcasts. So with that said, let's get to the cruise creature for this week. All right. And if you are watching live, Harris says, smash the likes, people. Thank you very much, Harris. Definitely give us those likes. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you're listening to the podcast, please give us a rating, especially if you're on Apple Podcasts. That really helps us out to get the word out there so we get more listeners and we can keep expanding and growing. But cruise creature. So if you are new to this podcast, every week we do a cruise creature because we're both kind of animal people. We work at an aquarium and
kind of animal people.
We're very much animal people. And so we try and highlight a species of living thing, usually an animal, in each episode. And today, since we're going on the Carnival Mardi Gras, I thought we would talk about the Mardi Gras wrasse. The Mardi Gras wrasse, which is a fish that lives in the kind of northern Gulf of Mexico, kind of close to Galveston, Texas. And it was only officially described in 2007. Now it's got the name Mardi Gras wrasse because it's a small wrasse, which wrasses are the same group that includes like your parrotfish and stuff. This is a smaller fish, but it's got the Mardi Gras colors. It's basically green and gold and purple. And so I thought I should bring that up because we're going on the Mardi Gras. I thought that would be a good cruise creature, but that's not the actual cruise creature we're going to talk about because there's not that much known about them because they're fairly newly named species. They're very limited range and stuff. So I thought I'd go with a different wrasse that also has Mardi Gras colors. And this is actually, this may be a trivia question someday. So if you're listening to this, jot it down. What is Matt's favorite coral reef fish? This is it. It is the Creole Wrasse. The Creole Wrasse is my favorite because I just think they are absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to play a video. So if you're listening to this, you go back and watch on YouTube or Facebook. And I'm just going to play this so you can see what these fish look like, but I will describe them. So if you don't want to do that on the audio, and you don't have to, these guys, they are in two different phases, really three. When they're juveniles, they're kind of a pink color with black spots. As they get older, they turn sort of this bluish indigo color, and that is when they are all females. They all turn into females, which is called the initial phase of the wrasse. Parrotfish do the same thing. And then there's always at least one fish that turns into a male. So they are basically protogynous. I looked that word up today and I still can't remember how to say it. Hermaphrodites. What that means, I don't know how to say it, but I can tell you what it means. What it means is that when the super male dies, the terminal phase super male dies or goes away, one of the females will turn into the male. And you usually have one-ish of those terminal phases. The terminal phases will get, I'll play this video again so you guys can see them again here. The terminal phases will get that sort of yellowish color towards the back half of their body. So these fish, if you are just listening in, they are a beautiful fish. They're kind of elongated fish. They only normally get about 7 or 8 inches long. I think the record is maybe a foot, but they have they're mostly purple, and mine just crashed again. They're mostly purple, and then they have kind of a black or dark purple patch on their nose. And you're going to have to take me off there probably in a second.
Oh, okay.
And then they have purple, like a lighter purple towards the front, and then purple on the tail. And then they get, if they're the terminal phase, kind of this yellow orange. So they don't really have the green, but they're still called a Creole Wrasse. And yeah. And they are just beautiful fish. And what you'll do is you'll see these guys, you'll see them hovering in big schools over the coral reef. And I've seen them in Aruba. I've seen them in, we saw them in the Keys.
Yeah.
So they expand throughout the whole Caribbean. So you could see these anywhere. And I've never seen just one. I've always seen a school of them together. And if you see them from a distance, or sometimes if you just look at photographs of them, they're not always that impressive. But when you see them up close, or you see a video of them, they are just amazing. They are just beautiful, beautiful fish. Mallory's in here.
Yes.
She says, are wrasse the only variety of fish that have different phases?
I was going to read that to you.
So that is a good question, Mallory. And they are not the only fish that have different phases. There are definitely other fish that go through different phases. However, wrasses have that very distinct initial and terminal phase. And then they usually have a juvenile phase that looks a lot different as well. And I don't know of any other species or groups of fish off the top of my head that have that exact lineup and do the hermaphrodite thing. But I say that with the thought that there are definitely other ones that do. I just don't know them off the top of my head. So that's a little homework for me to do there. But these guys are great. If you see them, you will know it because they're just beautiful, beautiful fish. The Creole Wrasse. And I thought that was appropriate too, because I think of Creole food and Creole people and Louisiana. And even though Mardi Gras, I looked up Mardi Gras. Have you ever researched Mardi Gras?
No.
Look at the history of Mardi Gras.
I've looked at the ship.
Mardi Gras originated in France. Mardi Gras actually means Fat Tuesday in French.
Oh.
And it just basically it has to do with a celebration before, I think, Lent that happens. In like after Christmas. It's a Christian-based holiday initially, and something to do with just like, eating all the stuff before you can't have anything good to eat.
I was just getting ready to say I'm really excited to eat whatever I want on this
right.
trip.
So it's appropriate, and it's become a really big celebration in certain areas of the world, not just Louisiana. Louisiana and New Orleans is just one area where Mardi Gras is a big celebration. It's still celebrated in other countries in like Europe, and in my hometown of St. Louis, they claim to have the second largest Mardi Gras celebration in the United States. And I believe that is probably accurate because there's a place in St. Louis called Soulard which is a old French community in South St. Louis City. And they have a huge parade. The only thing is, I think Mardi Gras has been happening in New Orleans for a long time. And in St. Louis, it really didn't start until the 80s. And that's when but it's become this big ordeal. So yeah, that is the podcast. I think that's everything.
Is
Covered
it
everything, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a commercial real quick.
Okay.
So, first, I just want to throw out that we have our first official group cruise booked for February 19th of 2023 on the Carnival Pride to Grand Cayman, Roatan, Belize, and Cozumel. And if you would like to join us on that cruise, we would love to have you. You can book that with me at fintastictravel@gmail.com. Or if you'd like to book any other cruise, you can do that with me at fintastictravel@gmail.com.
Absolutely. And we can help you out, not only booking your cruise, but because we have a lot of experience and we know a lot of people that have even more experience, we can answer your questions. We can guide you. We can help you make good decisions to ensure that you not only have a great cruise, but you have the best cruise that you can have for you personally. And that's what we strive to do.
Yes, indeed. Is there anything else you have?
I got nothing.
All right.
I have a dog resting his face on my leg. I don't know what that means.
He's not resting his head on.
He was. He
Okay.
stopped, but
Okay.
he was doing that.
All right.
I have the drool to prove it.
Whatever. All right. Well, on that note, it's time to head for the horizon. But first, the Mardi Gras. And until next time, seize the day.
Have a fantastic week, everybody. I'm pretty sure we're going to. Okay, thank you for staying on after the credits there. If you're still hanging in there, I don't know, what do we have to talk about today after the credits, real quick? I know we had to prep the lizard. So our lizard, she is going to stay with our friend Austin, and basically, she's a pretty big lizard. She's an Argentine tegu. And she lives in her habitat. Her cage is 6 feet long and 3 feet wide, and 3 feet tall. So we're not packing that up, but we got a 75-gallon tote we filled with substrate. We're going to put her hide in there. And tomorrow we're going to come home from work. We're going to load Luna the tegu into her little temporary home. Reno's going to go in the front seat with you.
Yep.
Then we're driving over to St. Pete to a parking lot in St. Pete. It's going to be like a drug deal
with animals.
But we're just giving animals to people because Austin's coming to pick up the tegu to safely keep at his home while we're out of town. And then our dog sitter, Crystal, she is going to come and meet us at the same parking lot, and she's going to take Reno. And she's going to have him for the week.
Yes.
I don't know how we're getting them back, but when we get back, we'll have to figure that part out. Probably the same way. We'll probably meet at the same parking lot or something. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so now the podcast is officially over, and we are just here to hang out for a little bit with everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. I don't know if we have anybody here from our Mardi Gras cruise other than Adam, obviously, that is going to be on the ship with us this week. But if we do, let us know. in the yes, we will be getting Luna back. Austin's not a big Tegu fan, but I'm like, you haven't met.
He's not a Tegu fan.
Well, he just like, I don't really like Tegus, but I think Austin has the same thing I had, where I was like, Tegus are nasty, aggressive.
Yeah, Luna's
lizards.
a sweetheart.
Those are Colombian Tegus, and then yeah, we'll see about that. But anyway, yeah, if there's anybody that's going to be on the ship with us, let us know if you're in the chat, and so we can say hi, or say hi to us. You see us on the ship, say hi to us. We really like meeting people and stuff. So
on the first day, we'll probably be wearing this shirt.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know, because we have the 2 shirts.
I think we should start with this one.
You think so?
Yeah.
What do you think, Adam? This shirt or the other one? Which one should we wear first? I don't know. I mean, I like them both for different reasons. So the other one's more like attention getting.
Yeah, that's true.
This one's more subtle, but it's kind of cool because it's the artwork and
Adam
stuff.
says this one.
This one. Okay. We'll do that because we'll wear this to the port. We'll do this on day 1. And then another day we'll wear.
I mean, our first day is a sea day, so maybe we should wear the other one.
We could do that
for that, and
we could do that.
Really get people's attention.
Yep. Thank you, Dave and Brandy. I think it's Brandy's. I think Dave's on here with a separate account.
Yes.
We can be twinsies. I think is that what twinsies?
Probably twinsies.
Twinsies. Yes,
I think it'd be
or triplities.
Triplities.
So yeah. Yeah, Brandy, Dave, let us know if you want a shirt with your cruise stuff on there. I can easily make that change, and I can hook you up with that. No problem at all. Happy to do it. Jennifer DeHart. Jennifer, were you on Mike Lovelace and Michelle Lovelace's The Fat Lives Lovey's podcast, Lovey's Live tonight? Did you win the trivia, like 3rd place, I think, in trivia? Or something. There was a Jen D, and we think it was you. Jennifer has cruise envy. Watching videos of the Mardi Gras. Looks incredible, doesn't it? It looks. I've always said that I don't think I'm going to like big ships as much as I like smaller ships, and I don't know. Maybe I won't, but I think it's going to be apples and oranges. I think I'm going to really like this cruise. I think I'm going to really like this ship. I think I'm going to be like, I don't want to always go on a mega ship, but I think I'm going to be like, occasionally I'm going to really enjoy going on a mega ship. I think that's how I'm going to feel, but you don't know until you try it, right?
So Jennifer, if you really want to go on the Mardi Gras, I know someone that might be able to hook you up.
And Jennifer's going on our group cruise.
Yes. She'll be going with us.
So
February 2023.
So if you're interested in that, let us know. Get those cabins booked so we can make sure if we need to get more, we can do that and get you guys into we have a group for that as well. We can start making our plans. I know it's a ways off still, but never too early. Hey, Dave and Aaron are here. Hey, Dave and Aaron, welcome.
Stacy thinks we need to do a back-to-back on Mardi Gras. I wish we could.
Yeah.
Can't get 2 weeks off in a row.
Nope.
At least not right now.
No. We'd have to have different jobs. That's the
or even we'd need to not have cruises booked for the next few months.
Well, yeah. That's
if
true.
we didn't have that.
What would you rather have? Would you rather have back-to-back, or would you rather have a cruise every month for?
I'd rather have a cruise every month
or something like that.
I'd rather have one every month.
I think I would too, but I don't know. It would be really cool to do a back-to-back.
Yeah.
If we can get that much time off, though, we're going to go to Australia.
Yes.
So, and we can't do that right now, apparently, obviously, but
it's probably a couple years down the line.
David and Aaron, thank you for joining us. We have, confession, like I haven't watched a lot of videos over the last year and a half because it's just been hard to do. I've watched a few here and there, and we kind of rediscovered your videos recently, and what Kimbra hadn't known, because she's kind of newer to the cruising community at that point, and your videos of you guys moving and living in the country, and we've really enjoyed them quite a bit.
They've been wonderful.
Yeah, we've really liked them. So thank you for those, and keep putting them out there. We love it. We love the excitement and the enthusiasm.
Yes,
that you guys have. It's really nice.
That tractor video, I loved that video.
Yes. Very cool. So yeah. Anything else we want to talk about? It's only 10:05.
Yeah, but we've got to finish our shirts.
Yeah, we've only made one of those cricket shirts. We've got everything cut out, but we still have to iron the other. We got 3 of them. So, we're making one for Adam too. So,
you're not going to surprise him?
Well,
we're supposed to surprise him.
We already said we were wearing them together. And plus, I just felt like,
okay.
if he was curious, I just wanted him to know.
Okay.
I didn't want him to wonder.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yes.
Well, then I guess we won't surprise you, Adam. Sorry. Surprise was ruined.
Dave and Brandy said we would do a back-to-back, but we got an excellent deal to go to do the magic after Mardi Gras.
I saw that.
You are doing they are doing a back-to-back, aren't they? Is that what they're saying they're doing?
No. They're doing.
Oh, they do a back-to-back on the Mardi Gras.
They would do a back-to-back, but they're doing the magic after the Mardi Gras instead.
Right.
Aren't you get off of one ship and then you have like
That's
a day between.
Because they had to figure out the testing thing.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. It would be really cool to do a back-to-back. I think work-wise, it would be harder for us to get off of work. And so if I can only do one of those things, it'd be easier to do the other one. What is Dan saying? From my producer, you guys inspired our next episode, The History of Mardi Gras. Oh, nice. Cool. Could you just get that done for us before we cruise? So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You have one day. Go.
It is interesting. It goes back pretty far.
Adam missed his surprise.
He missed it. He didn't see the shirt?
No. He says, my wife was talking. I missed my surprise.
Well, Adam, we are making you one of these shirts. That's all. We were talking about surprising you with it, but I blew it. So
we probably could have just not said it.
You're getting both shirts, Adam. But yeah, so absolutely.
Yeah. Stacy, what kind of cabin do we have? We have a cove balcony.
We do. Dave and Brandy still have to figure out the testing thing. I thought they were gonna not make you test since it was back to back and so close together or something. Here's what I will tell you guys. I know people have had a lot of issues with getting testing, but in Florida right now, CVS has been really easy working with. Like, I don't know if you were here in the beginning of the podcast, but it was amazingly simple.
In minutes.
Yeah. And I feel like we could have, it said that you couldn't just go in, but I feel like we could have just walked
Probably
in.
could have.
Because they were like, basically, literally, you could come in anytime between now and 1. That was like probably 9 o'clock this morning.
Maybe they just didn't have the people book appointments like they had set up, and they're like, yeah, we're open. Just come in.
Or they were like 2:40 on. The guy was probably on lunch break from 1 to 2:40 or something
probably.
like that. So yeah, it was easy and it was quick and it was painless. And it was like real low key. Like the guy was like here and he went and did something. Kimbra's like, don't you have to watch me do this? And he's like, nah, you're good. So I'm like, well, just do this. Just pretend you're sticking it in your nose just in case. No, we did it legit. We wanted to make sure that we didn't, that we didn't get like a not enough info or something like that. And we were confident that we were pretty confident that we would be negative.
I mean, we had no reason not to be.
We didn't, but
there's always that right in the back of your head because it's like,
you can't avoid it 100%.
Then everything changes.
Yeah. It would have been, I don't even know. It would have been so devastating. Like if we would have gotten a positive test, I mean, I don't even know if we would have been able to do the podcast. We would have come on here. We would have been so bummed out.
I know.
It would have been terrible.
I told my employee, I said, if I come in tomorrow, depending on my mood, you'll know what my test result was.
And I told her you wouldn't be going in because if you tested positive, we're not going anywhere for like 14 days or something. But Adam says we need to take pictures. We would like to video your cabin as well as ours. And Stacy, we are super excited about a cove balcony. We purposefully booked a cove balcony on the horizon because we thought it would be a really good balcony for us. And then it just worked out that we got the cove balcony on the Mardi Gras. And
when I booked that on the Mardi Gras, that was the cheapest option. And there was one left.
Which is interesting that the coves are cheaper. I guess people don't like to be that
because they're low.
Low.
I bet people like to be higher and like in the mix of
I mean, I guess I get it, but at the same time, like I want to be close to the water. I mean, I want to see the flying fish. Like I want to smell this. I want to get hit with sea spray. I want to get up in the morning and get hit with sea spray on that random wave that comes through. You know, like that to me is what it's all about. We do have a Facebook user on there.
This is the second one that's been Facebook user. I don't know if you're the same person, but either way, in the description it says click this to connect like your Facebook and StreamYard, so that it doesn't say Facebook user. Hello, but I don't know who you are.
Yes, hello. What is Ian saying? We just rebooked out, canceled Mediterranean back-to-back from last year for next year, and we saved 1,900 Australian dollars and moved from inside to a balcony as well. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So here's this, I'm always trying to find the silver linings. I'm always trying to see the good points and stuff, because I'm my mom's son. And so I hope, Ian, because I know you guys are really locked down in Australia and it sucks. And I know you guys can't cruise right now, but I hope that stuff like that will happen. That will at least it'll be something, something. I know it's not as good as being able to cruise right now, but it's something. And when you get to that point and now you're in the balcony and you're saving that money, and then hopefully you can go, okay, the past is behind us and now things are good. That's my hope. So
yes.
Very cool.
Cool. My drink's almost gone. Is yours gone?
Oh, it's been gone.
Oh.
It's long gone. It's Guinness. I mean, Guinness is just one step up from drinking like chocolate milk or something.
I love chocolate milk. You know what? I want some Yoo-hoo.
Well, this is the week to drink it.
I know.
Because once we get back, we'll have to get back on the diet.
Maybe we can stop at the gas station on the way over.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
And I can get some Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, I could go for some Yoo-hoo.
The problem with Yoo-hoo or stopping at the gas station is they have the coffee Cokes.
Well, you know what? But we can drink coffee Cokes on the diet because they have the zeros.
Get Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo. I'm a big fan. When I was a little kid, my grandma and grandpa on my dad's side, they would take me to their church had like a picnic every year. And I think they took me to this picnic every year and they played baseball. And I remember two things from these picnics. Okay. One thing I remember is that one of the guys playing baseball like caught the ball or did something and injured his hand. And I didn't see it, but I heard about it. It was very traumatizing because I was a pretty young kid and the bone was sticking out of his hand. Yeah. So that freaked me out as a small child for it scarred me for life. The other thing I remember are the cans of Yoo-hoo with the old peel things and drinking Yoo-hoo. And that's the only time I ever had Yoo-hoo as a kid. And it was just like amazing. I was like, I loved it. So that's what I remember for Yoo-hoo.
I like Yoo-hoo. I used to get the little boxes. Like, I mean, of course you got the glass bottles, but I would get the little boxes too.
Yeah, the boxes are, yeah.
Yeah.
Ian says their cruises for October 2022, so hopefully we'll make it. They are now saying we'll have 70% vaccination in Australia by the end of October 21. Good. I am so happy to hear that. It's really, I'm sure it's frustrating for other countries that don't have access to the vaccine, and we're over here in America and we won't get the vaccine. I'm glad. I hope that you guys do, and that changes your situation over there, and hopefully you'll be able to cruise again. And there's Josh. Mardi Gras is gonna be on fire. It's gonna be lit.
Yeah.
Is that what that means? Is that what that little flame thing means?
Maybe. And
yeah, it is.
Josh. They're on the Mardi Gras in October, right? Adventures Ahead.
Are you guys on the Mardi? Yeah, that sounds right. I can't keep track of. I can't even remember our cruises. We got so many booked. Is that true, Josh? You're on the Mardi Gras end of October?
Beginning of October. Like October.
It sounds
3rd.
Right.
I don't know why that number popped into my head. Yes.
Mediterranean cruise is fully paid because of our FCCs. Is that
future cruise credits?
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, it's like building up.
Whoever's on Facebook says, with a cove balcony, we're going to expect flying fish videos if they show.
We're going to try and give them to you because that is the first thing that we both thought of when we were like cove balcony. Oh, we can see the flying fish because normally I can't see them if I'm in a balcony. I'm too high up and I have to go down to the lowest deck I can find and look for them. But cove balcony, we're going to be looking for flying fish.
We've got the cameras ready. We've got the phones ready. We've got the binoculars ready.
And we are bringing the good camera so we can do video with the good camera. And it's got it's got a real telephoto on it. So hopefully we'll get some footage of flying fish for you. Maybe we'll even get some photographs of them.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It's a pretty good, and we got a pretty good camera. So it should be possible if we can catch them. They're hard to film. They're really hard to photograph. They're not real easy to film either. But I have gotten some video of them in the past. So
cool.
We'll see. Ian is vaccinated. Good, Ian. Glad to hear it.
And they've got the AstraZeneca there now.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yep.
Because AstraZeneca that's one. I think that's one shot like Johnson & Johnson, isn't it?
Oh, no. Is AstraZeneca? No, he said one.
He's got Pfizer.
Oh.
I think AstraZeneca is the other one shot.
Is it?
I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd have to look it up, and honestly, I don't care that much.
Adam has a regular balcony, so we're going to do a room tour of our cove balcony, and we'll do one of... Now, look, there are a lot of room tours that have come out on the Mardi Gras. We're trying to think of ways we can make ours a little different so that it's not just the same room tour that you've seen 100 people do. But we haven't really seen a good tour of the cove balcony. Oh, it is 2 shots. Yeah. But... and I know that the 2 balcony cabins are very similar on the inside. It's really the balcony itself that separates them.
But you know what we'll definitely do with the cove balcony, because it's something that we kept running into, is really showing all the parts of it.
Yes. And how close it is to the water.
Yeah, because people just would walk out and be like, "This is your cove balcony," and then turn around and walk back.
Right.
It's but that doesn't show me the balcony.
Right. We're hunting for videos of cove balconies the last 2 weeks. We just want to see it. We just want to see it. And then we finally get one and they're just from the balcony. We're like, no, we've seen the interior of 15 rooms that all look identical. We want to see the cove balcony. But yeah.
It was Michael.
Hey, Michael.
On all the Facebook. I am glad it works now and that we know who you are.
Yeah, it's weird the way that Streamlab does that, where you have to give them permission. Streamlab's the other one.
Do you even know what we use?
StreamYard.
It says it up at the top.
I know. I didn't read it. AstraZeneca was 12 weeks apart. Oh, wow.
But now it's 3. Huh. You know what? I think I saw that.
Interesting. That's a big separation.
Brandy has an idea for a room tour. Talk about the little one for the bed and the USB is underneath. You mean everyone else?
or we could talk about the
side tables.
The little ottoman that has the.
You know what I do have to say about the ottoman is I've seen a couple people that actually lift it up and turn it over, but most of the people are just it's a place you can store stuff. No, actually you can flip it over and it is a tray or table, which is actually kind of cool. But a lot of the people in their videos don't actually show that part.
The best room tour I've ever seen was the Degenerate Cruisers, when they went in and they were like, here's an effing dude and there's a stupid dude, and it was not family safe, so Mom, don't watch it. But it was hilarious. It was just so flippant and just different, unique. Our ship tour too. We're going to try and do our ship tour. If you've never seen the Vista ship tour that I did with my friend Charlie, that is still, even though it was a Cruise Geeks video, it's still on our Fintastic Studios page, and you should check that out because I think we succeeded in making a unique ship tour. And we watched it recently, and I hadn't seen it in a while. And I was like, yeah, this. I mean, some of it's cringy for me, but it still holds up. It still stands out, I think, with my weird sense of humor that you either probably really enjoy or can't stand. So if you're in the party that thinks that it's funny, then you'll enjoy it. If you're in the part that's like, I can't stand your jokes, you're terrible, then you probably don't want to watch it. But you're probably not watching the podcast then either. So it's okay.
So I just have to say, Reno is kind of creepy. He's not doing it now, but he walked out of the room and just stood at like the edge of the doorway and turned back and like gave a look like I can't believe you're still sitting there doing that and not paying attention to me. He's done that like 3 times.
Wanna come up here? He's looking at me like, I don't jump like that.
I'm to pick him up.
I'm 11 years old.
Come on, Reno. No, not with me. With him. I don't want you. Oh, you're going to jump up with me? Come on.
Michael says in memory of that video, you should give some more workout tips. I still don't know what that one thing was for, that like stretchy thing. I have no idea what that was for. Yeah, we'll do something. We'll the two of us together are dangerously creative at times. So
the two of us?
We'll come up with something that'll either be
put your head
really
down
stupid
so
and annoying
or
moderately funny. One of the two. There we go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nobody ever commented on that aspect of what that thing was. It's like, I don't know. It reminded me of something that I would have had on the playground at recess as a child. But I didn't know what half of those things were for. There was this thing when I was a kid, and it was like a metal kind of arched over thing with a metal bench under it. And I don't know what it was for.
And it didn't move or anything.
No, it didn't move. And this is what we did as little elementary school kids. We called it like the tickle machine. And so this is kind of weird and creepy now, but we were all little kids. Somebody would slide through there and everybody else would reach to the bars and tickle them. And it was like tickle torture as you went through the tickle machine. That was the only thing we ever did with that. I don't even know what it was for. That, and we had the monkey bars.
You can have that.
And we had swings. And we had the spinning thing that made you throw up. And
you didn't want to hold him?
He didn't want to stay on my lap. He was done. He's done. So there you go.
Is that really where you need to lay right now?
Yes, he wants to lay on the lighting bag. Thank you, Reno. It can't be comfortable. All right, we're going to wrap this up so we can go do whatever we need to do.
Yeah, we got to go do our shirts, and it's like I usually go to bed at like 9:30.
Yeah, it's late.
So,
well, thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you at some point, either next week or slightly after next week.
Yeah, we'll see.
Good night, everybody.